bark, 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 bark.
Why?
Well, I just wanted to get your attention like one of your dogs.
Welcome back to Drinking with Craig and Roger. I'm Craig.
I'm Roger.
And today we're not in time for St. Patrick's Day, but that doesn't matter because you were reading through your Whisky Advocate, your spring 2025 edition, and you saw amongst the editor's choice this bottle here, right? The Jameson Triple Chestnut Edition.
All right. Well, Jameson has been manufacturing whiskey since around 1780. Now, they want to tell you that it's being done today exactly like it was then, but it's not. Okay. In 1780, everything was barley malt in a pot still.
Okay, yep.
And then in the 19th century, the English imposed a tax on barley malt.
Yes.
So the Irish decided to use some unmalted barley.
Yes.
Yeah, they used a good percentage of
Very
it. But
clever.
Not like tons of it, but a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And so it always had this little taste of unmalted barley in it. Well, in about 1820, the column still was invented, and then whiskey began to be produced from corn or maize in a column still, very light. And towards the end of the 19th century, they began to blend this stuff together. And what you have today is an Irish whiskey that's a combination of single malt with, unmalted barley and grain whiskey. So you have Jameson, the standard edition.
Standard Jameson.
Which is triple distilled, as
Triple
they all
distilled.
are. So when you say triple, well, the first triple you can cancel out. But the second triple means that instead of just second-use bourbon barrels and second-use sherry barrels, they also included some chestnut barrels, which gives it a little different taste.
They've had a regular triple for a number of years. I can't remember what the third barrel is, but they've substituted that third barrel for chestnut in this one. That's what makes this one a little different.
And then we have the black barrel.
Okay.
The black barrel is a whiskey which has been aged in barrels which have been additionally charcoaled. So it gives it an additional amount of caramel flavoring from the charred oak barrels.
Yeah, I've not had this one. Well, or the triple actually, but I am not familiar with this one, so I'm very interested. I think they're all about the same strength. Let's see, 40. We know this one's 40. This one's 42. They're all the same strength.
And it's done primarily, I think, to produce more bottles so that they can sell them at a lower price and still make a good profit.
And don't forget, it's much easier to drink. It's smoother.
Well, it's easier to drink. Yeah, that's true. So you don't have to add, distilled water to it.
Yeah, you get the price down. You're going to reduce some of the flavors that people who aren't so experienced with whiskey might find unappealing and all that stuff. But for us, being, whiskey aficionados, we don't love to see 40%, but that's okay.
That's okay.
It is what it is.
I've tasted some 40% ones that were very heavy bodied and whatever compared, whatever. Anyway, so let's try the regular Jameson.
Yes.
Aaron Gobrach, huh?
Whatever you just said.
Ireland forever, babe. Very, very smooth.
Smooth, pleasant, simple, some cream, some sweetness. It's kind of like whipped cream. It's sweet. There's some other stuff. Definitely smell the grain in there. Very light.
Yeah. Oh, it's
an easy drinker. It's solid, and it certainly is a good mixer.
Well, I think it's aged maybe 4 years minimum, Anyway, but it comes out just Nice.
We've covered it a number of times. We did a
it's
whole
good
little
whiskey.
comparison with Bushmills and different things. And so regular Jameson, we dig it. It's got its time and its place. I think I normally have Jameson if I'm at a show, like at a bar, and somebody will buy you a shot. You know, this is about the best shot you can get, in my opinion. Maybe Jim Beam, like that's up there. That's a decent shot. But yeah, Jameson will hit the spot for, you know, when you're doing something else. You don't want to like pick out the nuances.
Yeah, and if the guy's generous enough to buy a round, you don't want to, you know, abuse that by getting him the highest price thing you can finally find. You know,
That's true, unless you're my brother Brett.
well, what can I say?
He has no mercy.
Well, you know, he has other good qualities, but that's not one
That's
of them.
true. That's right. Oh, by the way, before we move on to this one, we have, as I may have mentioned in another video, we're shooting 3 today, so we don't know which one's coming first, but we've kind of upgraded, I hope, our lighting setup and our sound setup. So let us know. Hopefully it goes all right. We'll see. Bear with us if it doesn't, and let us know what you think of the new setup. If you've been a long-time subscriber and hanging with us, do we look and sound any better?
All right, and if you like what we're doing,
Yes.
like and subscribe.
Yeah.
It helps the channel and it helps us, and we'll do the best we can.
Yeah. It's the best way to encourage us to make more, and feel free to reach out in the comments if you've had any of these and or any fun stories or
if
anything
you-
like that.
Or even if you have something else you'd like us to explore, we will probably do it. At some
Sure,
point
you
or
can
another.
throw out random stuff. Why not? We need ideas. We definitely need ideas.
Unless we want to keep doing the same 20 videos over and over again. We don't want to do that.
Let's just keep doing them over. Here we go. So speaking of ideas, interesting
Chestnut.
idea is to age Irish whiskey partially in a chestnut barrel. Apparently, so you found out about this because it was in Whisky Advocate and they scored it a 92. It was an editor's choice, and they said it's the new edition is sweet chestnut barrels. So this
right.
may be kind of a treat. We'll see.
Well, it's this whiskey finished in chestnut barrels. That's what it is.
Yeah, you're right. So let's see what we think. Now, there could be a different combination of grain and other things, possibly.
Well, it depends.
We'll see.
I don't think they.
What is the price on this?
Yeah, it was less than $30.
Less than 30. This one?
That's less than 30, and
Definitely. This is probably closer to like 22, 20.
25,
25,
something like that.
So it's just a little bit more. Yeah, I think Whisky Advocate said this was $28 to
depends on where you
$29.
get it, yeah.
So it's right around $30, which is pretty reasonable.
and the
then
black
the black
one's about
barrel.
45, I think.
Okay, so this is the most premium,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Okay,
we'll
so
find out. Here we
alright, here we
go.
are.
Triple chestnut.
Oh, very nice smell, very clean.
I think it's a
don't
big
smell-
leg
I
up
don't
in the
smell
smell.
young. I don't smell a lot of youth in it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little more pungent nose.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Oh yeah, it's nice. Oh, this one's nice too.
It's most of the things about the regular Jameson, but it's definitely more, there's a little more complexity. The finish is going on longer. It has a lot less of the youth or grain type of thing. I believe it may have been aged just a little bit longer, perhaps, you know, the different barrels.
Oh yeah, and the barrel is on the finish there.
Yeah.
There's a little.
It's got a nice finish.
nutty finish, I think. Yeah. I guess if it's chestnut, well, okay, you get some sort of nut in there.
I don't know chestnut makes furniture, right? Like, well, I've never had a whiskey aged in chestnut barrels before.
Well, that's another thing too. It's not a common wood for barrels, but anyway,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah. Interesting. It's got a lot of interesting notes in here. I like it. I'd say it's a sizable step up from the regular Jameson.
Well,
neat.
whatever. There is no youth in this at all.
No.
So
This is nice. Now, what it doesn't have is a lot of fruit. Like, I associate a lot of Irish whiskey, or at least I guess I'm talking about single malt Irish whiskey, as being very fruit forward. Mm-hmm. This doesn't have a lot of that. I would say this is more, it's like whipped cream, like desserty type flavors.
I think you can talk about dried fruit, like dried figs or prunes or something like that.
You could be right. And citrus, I was just getting some like orange type of thing.
Yeah, that's in there, but it's not so dominant in it. Anyway, but it's very, very nice.
This is nice. Yeah. I think this is a good one. Yeah, very nice. This is a good drink.
It's a step up from the regular Jameson.
It's definite step up.
Shall we move up even more to more?
We'll see. We'll see.
More
the
caramel,
Black Barrel.
More vanilla. More.
Well, the nose is very different.
Well, if they use
definitely the cleanest nose of them all, and kind of rich, almost buttery.
There's a little smoke on that, right in the nose. Smell it?
I guess so.
If you're using a second-use bourbon barrel and you rechar it, you're going to bring out
think you'll
more
get a little
vanilla.
bit of that?
Yeah, that's what this is about.
It's very rich, almost pastry smelling. Let's see him.
Oh, it's definitely more round, more aged. It is.
Much more round, rich. So this one is like light, like I said, whipped cream, like a pie, like a very light notes, light sweet. This one is much more rich and rounded. Mm-hmm. The fruit that's in there might be raisins, stewed apples, kind of thing,
Oh, yeah. Definitely vanilla and caramel.
That's pretty good.
No peat or smoke in it whatsoever.
That's pretty good. I'm just trying to see. Like I said, I've never had it before. Seeing if they had any other notes. So they don't say anything, likely chill filtered and color added, which is what it is. It's fine. You don't get a Jameson expecting whiskey nerd experience.
If they recharred the barrel, you're going to get some darkness, from the barrel.
Absolutely, you're right about that. So you think that they took bourbon barrels that had been used once, got them over there, then charred that sucker again,
and put the whiskey in there.
Okay,
yeah. That's what I think. I don't think they would use a new oak barrel from, England or Scotland or wherever they could get them, and then char it a second time. No,
this one has more going on. Like at 40%, it tastes stronger to me than these two.
Well,
let me go back here to the triple chestnut. Okay, yeah, man. When I go back to the triple chestnut, it's like pancake syrup. Much sweeter smelling, much sweeter.
This one's much milder but heavier.
Yeah.
And this one, okay.
Yeah, a lot lighter, sweeter, fluffy. I would describe it as fluffy. And then if we go all the way back, simple. Doesn't really hold a candle to the other two, I think.
No. I think if you want to sit down and sip something and really think about it, the triple or the Black Barrel are the ones you want.
Yeah,
if you're
no doubt
not going to do that, okay, the regular Jameson is just fine to drink straight or whatever, or put in a mixed drink, whatever. But it's fine. So they're all terrific.
Yeah, I would say my little input before we move on. If you're a fan of regular Jameson, you really like it, I think that the triple chestnut is a good step up for you. It's a very similar profile. Then this Black Barrel is definitely going to be a little bit different animal. And so this would be recommended to, I would say, bourbon drinkers would really like that one as opposed to these two. But I don't think you can go wrong either way. But these both are good, neat sippers. And then this one, you could get by with it, but I'd probably blend it. I mean, they would all be excellent blenders.
Well, oh, absolutely. But the Black Barrel, it doesn't resemble bourbon in the slightest.
Oh, no. But the characteristics of it are closer to what a bourbon drinker might be used to than these two. A little different. Yeah, heavier body, more darker flavors, closer to that bourbon area. It is not at all like bourbon. I don't mean to insinuate that, but
it even feels heavier. The body feels heavier than
much
the other
heavier.
two.
Yeah, agree.
So,
agree.
Anyway, but they're good.
Yeah.
They are good. So,
Neither of us would know anything about heavier bodies
no,
over
no,
time.
no, except I'm getting kind of heavier. I used to weigh like 160, now I'm up to 180. It's dreadful.
Oof.
You know,
Brutal.
well, it pushes
That's a
out-
lot better than most people as they get into their 80s.
Well, I'm trying to get it down, but what the heck? Anyway, we're working on this, and so if you like what we're doing,
We already did this.
well,
Well, with
Until
that being
next time.
said, yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. Or
or
Sláinte. All right. It's rolling. Oh, God. All right. That's enough.